So this is the gamma of the game, where we created a gallery where the player can go and create some transitions about his or her room we implement in future. Like here shows the player. Actually, disclaimer is that we are not having the Oculus XR, so we use an extension to record this view. Here, player goes to the screen and he can buy this with the transaction through NFT. This is the stadium we want to include in further. This is also without Oculus. This is used. Here, player can place many games so that this is a VR mode of that stadium, and then we comes out with the games we have created in a VR. The tech uses here is the again React XR. This is a game which can be activated through a particular spot. We will try to figure out implement in the city soon. This is a game where you can see enemy with Oculus XR. The hand controllers pointed at the enemies and the enemy got fired. This treasure box here you can pick up the gun and then fire on the enemy. Now next game we will be showing an roller coaster which will be for the users in a amusement part that we are creating in Unity, and that will be so this is the roller coaster light. It will be activated when we reach to the amusement part of the society. This is for the fun part where you can see the surroundings of a roller coaster and experience the amusement part. We will try to add more games like this, and this is the Unity part. We have created the city and showed by extension of Unity, that is XR interaction. Again, we have the limitation of using the Oculus XR to test whether the app is working or not. So this is the amusement part where we go and are according to our planning, roller coaster will be activated. Several more many games we want to include in this. So here is a blend of NFTs and more many things, and we are trying to create an avatar also. We have created the backend part of the avatar where health and other.
So welcome everyone. So this is our introduction to the Metaplex that we have created, and we have named it Metagram. So basically, what we did was we went through the problem statement and realized that we needed to create a Metaplex or a Meta Stadium to say, wherein a user can enter and he can do a wide variety of things. Like our main target is to provide the user with an entertainment and a source of divergence that makes him exclude from the real world and immerses him into a to a world created by extended reality. So what we have thought of is of creating a city to say, or we have named it Metagram. So in our Metagram, the user will enter and we will create a avatar of that user, and we'll have a wide variety of users all worldwide over, right? So the avatar is created, and the avatar will have some assets and attributes attached to it that will upgrade as the user progresses through the metagram. And we've also thought of adding new areas, like new areas will open up in the stadium itself as the user's level increases, right? So the user can play multiplayer games in the metaplex. He can view YouTube videos and stream with his friends. He can watch 3D videos in the metaplex. He can even go through a sightseeing. He can see the solar system. He can visit like create self created worlds. Like for our prototype purpose, we have added a solar system in it, and we've also added a building for the reference. And in the building, you can also we have linked it to the blockchain where the user can buy NFTs. Right. So this is the initial prototype that we have created, and we in the further stages, what we have thought of is what we've thought of is of adding multiplayer functionality to our app, and that we'll add through socket.io to add multiplayer to the game. And then we have also thought of adding a node based backend to record all the users data and manage the database. So initially, in this prototype, what we have done is that we have created a blender mod blender model. So now first let's look what it is, and Chandan will explain to you the functioning of the model.
Hello everyone. Here I am going to explain how I created the city in Blender. Here is I added a amusement park where the where we have a fair and एक वो झूले को क्या बोलते हैं यार? स्विंग्स नहीं, ये
इसको बोलते हैं वो, अरे इसको मेरी को जायंट
जायंट व्हील
फेरिस फेरिस
पेरिस ओके. बस amusement park करते हैं. Hello everyone, I am going to explain how I created city in the Blender. I added an amusement park, a city, a full sci-fi city, cyberpunk, and and a park which have solar panels. And here, this is the textures I have added in the city posters and सजा पूजा. वही देना पड़ेगा यार.
बहुत सेक्सी लैपटॉप है भाई,
इससे नहीं हो रहा
इतने
कुछ.
वो देखा है सेक्सी भाई, जेफरस G15 भाई याद अच्छा था आपको का 1.5 लाख का है। ओए वाइट हैंड पड़ी किसी पास
Let's look at the impact matrices, right? So what we use is that we use these points to evaluate and further improve our app. So we'll first see the user engagement, like how much time the user spends in our Metaplex, right? And that we plan on recording through that we'll do in the future perspective basis. So in the future, we'll add a user engagement in it as the user logs in to the Metaplex. We'll record a time he spends in that environment, and we'll also see the monthly active users that we have, and we'll also see the retention rate, like how many users that enter into the Metaplex remain there in the period of 2 to 3 years or 2 to 3 months or a year to say. Right. So that is our use. So now let's
Let's look at the tech stack that we have used, right? So firstly, let me show you the timeline that we went through. So initially, we made our team, and then we started to get the basic idea of the Metaplex that has to be created, right? So first, we thought of the features that we would be adding, and what currently is technically possible with bias with our current level of understanding of the metaverse and the available technology that we had to design a prototype. So what we did was we went with the strategy of divide and conquer. So we divided it into various elements. So what we did was we created the 3D models in Blender, and we rendered them. We created the R stadium in it. We created the games model in it, and we added the various buildings that will be used in the Metagram in Blender, right? And then we used Unity's XR to add the VR functionality to the overall app. But now the problem was that we also need to add blockchain and to integrate it to the overall binding of the app. So what we did was we used the WebXR API, and we used ये part काटना, ठीक है, बता दूंगा. Yeah. So now then what we did was we went to the integration, and the integration happens using JavaScript and React. So we used the React 3 library to render the 3D models, and we used React XR to add the VR controllers and create an XR environment in the browser itself. So this is the overall flow chart of what we did for the integration perspective. So in the middle we have the WebXR API that is holding all the things together, right? It's used for integration, testing, rendering, and adding the blockchain. That is the main thing. That's why we went with JavaScript, because it's fairly easy to integrate blockchain in it, right? And Blender used to create the models, and Unity XR was used to add the VR functionality and create games. So this is the overall um, flow chart of what we thought and how all the things came together. So now moving on, we'll look at the technologies one by one. So firstly, Rishabh will explain to you the Unity VR perspective of the app, how it's done, and then Abhishek will guide you through how what we use in the blockchain and how we did that. And at the end, I will explain you the WebXR part of this. Okay.
So this is our game in Unity. Now in this game, we implemented our city with this as WebGL code for the React XR has been difficult for us to include, but in future we will try to convert this city with React XR so that we can use it in our future. So this is our city. This is a kind of amusement part we added. We want to create functionality so that user can experience these amazing amusement part and adventure sports in this. In this, we try to create it with the XR interactions we have used so that we can create the VR experience for the user and XR simulator to test the functionality of this city. In future, we want to expand our Metaplex or Meta Stadium with the city so that further many people can come and interact with each other. And this game could be more of a metaverse kind of thing.
So let's head to the smart contract part of the NFT, that how our NFT smart contract look like, how NFT is minted, and what NFT contains attributes. So our NFT contain like these attributes, yeah, age and labels, and this is the NFT constructor. And this is the main function of our NFT. So minting NFT means making alive NFT on the chain, and we stored our NFT metadata on the chain by using this base 64 encode mechanism. So basically base 64 encode mechanism is like that, we convert our metadata into the string, and after that string, if this string is returned as a token URI. So basically, token URI are the unique identifier of that NFT. This contains our whole metadata, uh, which uh, which we will deploy. This token URI will contain our whole NFT metadata, uh, that which is stored on the chain, not in a centralized database. It is stored on the decentralized database, our blockchain. And here our gallery NFT contract ends, and in future we will uh, make a smart contract or a NFT on avatars, that the idea of the avatar NFT is like that, इन गेम मैं एकदम से नहीं बोल सकता, मुझे वॉलेट खुलने का इंतजार तो करना पड़ेगा ना। तुम कैसे उसको ले आओगे फिर वॉइस में? चल ठीक है, ठीक है। बस लास्ट 30 सेकंड, सॉरी। ठीक है, ठीक है। Let's talk about the blockchain part used in this project. We used the blockchain as in gallery, the asset contains, and these assets, we mean these assets as NFTs. As we entered in the gallery, we have to connect our wallet. A wallet is like a purse which contains some money, and this money will help to buy NFTs, or mint NFTs of the assets in this gallery. And in this gallery, here are the images. Here's the example. In this gallery, like here, images are present, and these images are minted.
All right, so now moving on to the final part to show you how we integrated everything with WebXR API. So this is the main, let's say, the integration ground. And here, as you can see, because our tech stack can be used in the browser, as you can see, you'll be familiar with HTML. So that is the thing, that it can be used. It can be opened up with the browser itself, right? So now let me uh, show you the code. Uh, So as you can see here, we have set the assets path. This is in the assets path. We've added the let me show you. We've added the Blender file. Where is the shoot? So here. So these are all the Blender models that have been added. We have added the GLB files of them, and code to say that renders the model in the browser. So this is the main code that says load the model, and then the things happen. And we've added the conditions like if this is met, and we've also integrated NFT integration as Abhishek showed you earlier, like how it was integrated. So that was our basic perspective of this. So now let me tell you why we chose this tech stack as our solution to this problem. The point is that we wanted to create a metaverse that is easily accessible to everyone, right? And every one of us has a device that is a mobile device that is compatible enough to render a VR world in it. And what we want to do is to provide it to every. What are what our basic business our plan is that to make it accessible to a wide range of audience so that they can play in it, they can do various stuffs and that. And then we plan on making them to buy NFTs, our created NFTs. We also plan on advertising different brands products in our metaverse, and that is how we plan on taking this metaverse forward in terms of let's say the business perspective that it presents, right? So now let's talk about the feasibility of our solution. Firstly, the robustness of the solution, it's very stable because it's made on a WebXR API that is being developed by Google and Amazon. It's secure, it's fairly secure, and scalability, as it can be used in a browser. The app that is normally made, like if we went on making this app in Unity and then going on with it, it would have been problematic in testing because we would need a third party library. Plus, it would not be as much scalable as this our current solution is. So this is our product. So at the end, in our future plans have the idea of creating, like this is the prototype and it has many bugs in it. It is in the testing phase, but if we progress through, we plan in making it like we have visualized. And I think we have come like we have visualized and we have come a lot ahead in like creating the prototype, and we have made significant progress in this. So this is our team lead Rishabh Pal. Then we have Abhishek, Chandan, and at last me, Brigesh Thakur. So thank you everyone. खत्म सारा खत्म बस 2 मिनट हो गया